Hello, welcome to French ABCD, French Lesson 1, Part 1, the basics. Just a few words before we start. This course is designed above all for English-speaking learners wishing to learn French. The target audience are those with no knowledge of French or almost no knowledge of French. This is a course that's going to start from basic French. It may also be a good place for those of you who studied French in the past but who haven't practiced it and are therefore a little bit rusty at the seam. So for you too, you may find value in this lesson. Learning a new language requires patience and perseverance. Please be patient. So welcome to all of you, and let's get going. The alphabet. In French, it's called l'alphabet. In English, the alphabets. How many letters are there in the French alphabet? 26 altogether, just like in English. A, B, C, D goes all the way to Z, except you have to say it in French. Now, I'm saying here there is a reference on page 8 of the manual, a reference that I will be using all along this lesson. It is related to a manual, a French grammar manual that I wrote, and I'm going to give you the reference later on at the end of this course. Now, I've said that we've got 26 letters in the French alphabet system. Of the 26, it is divided between vowels and consonants, just like in English. So we have in French, voyelle. Notice that I have crossed off the S at the end. Now, the S denotes the plural form, meaning more than one. We do not say in French voyelles. You do not hear the S because it is mute. In English, you hear vowels. One vowel, many vowels. In French, whether it is one or more than one, it is still voyelle. That is, orally, when you speak. Now, what will give away whether it is singular or plural, you will learn later on, is the context or the article that you used before. But that you will learn later. So, in English, they are called vowels. In French, they are voyelles. So, voyelle. Notice here, voyelle. So, altogether, there are 6 in French. A, E, I, O, U, Y. Again, A, E, I, O, U, Y. How many are there in English? Well, there are only 5, sometimes 6, depends. Y is sometimes a vowel, sometimes a consonant. But you already know that, don't you? So we've got 6 vowels that we have seen, and we've got 26 letters altogether. The remainder are called consonnes. We've got 20 altogether. So consonants, in English you hear the S, in French you do not hear it. Why? Because it is mute. So consonne, repeat after me. Consonne, voyelle, lettre. So 26 letters, of which 6 are vowels and 20 are consonnes. And here are your consonnes. Back to the French alphabet now. Do you know how to say them in French? Repeat along. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Encore une fois. Once again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I've also prepared a chart for you to make it easier to remember. Here is your chart. What I've done is I have written here the alphabet, the letters, and I have tried to find an English word that reproduces a sound. For example, A would be A. This is A in French, A. B, as in the English word bay, Hudson's Bay if you live in Canada, or Bay Street, or simply Bay, Montego Bay, or Bay. Don't worry about the little guy on top of the E. We'll explain that later. C, as in the word say. D, as in the word day, every day. E, E. F, F, same. G, G. H, H. I, I. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, W, X, Y, and Z. So let's practice with the sound of each letter, within an English word. So A, as in Amish. They were imitating Amish furniture makers. B, like I said before, Bay Street, Bay Leaf, Bayberry, Baby. Or the song, Oh Baby, Baby. Should keep my daytime job, eh? C, for semolina. Why can't you say my name? D, as in holiday, Mayday, demo. Looking forward for the holiday. E, elongation. F, same in English. Think of Jeff, drop the J, you are left with F. Then we have G, H, as in an ashtray, igloo. For G, I have found none. K, calamari. L, the same as in English, L, fashion magazine L. M, same, tell. M, as in tell to go away. N, same as in English, can you make the N sound? O, again, English O is the same. O, it's you again. P, you must pay before you fill up. Q, as in J, I'm going to talk about that in a little while. Air, let's start with fair. Take out the F, roll down your window, and let in some fresh air. S, the same sound in English. T for television, Tefal. U, a bit tough. So, Joey, Joe U, déjà vu. Now drop the V, what sound do you get? V for veterinary, veterinary school. W, so double V. X, X tapa. Y, Y, Z as in EZ. Drop the E. Now, I couldn't find a word in English that produces the sound of the French letter G, J, and Q. Do you know any? If you do, please leave a comment with your ideas or what you found out. Thank you. Now, a word about uh, syllab, in English, syllables. It's very important to include that because later on, as you move on to start pronouncing French word, you will notice that syllab plays a prominent role. The way the syllabs are used in French is different than the one used in English. So if you try to copy the English way, you're going to make mistake. So that's why I want to say something about syllab. What is a syllab? It is a single sound of a word. If I give you here one word in French, two in English, école. So école, meaning school. École, two. Television, four. Computer, three. You already knew that. I just wanted to remind you. I think that's it for this lesson 1A, basics. There will be a 1B, and then that's going to complete this series on the basics, and then we will move on to the rest of the French grammar system. In the next lesson, we're going to look at punctuation signs, which would be on page 9. And then we're going to look at orthographic sign, which would be on page 11. That should then conclude the part of this tutorial on the basics. Now, a quick word about the reference material. This is the book I was referring to. This is the name of the book, Grammaire Française. This is my name. And here is very important, is for the Anglophone student learning French. So again, this is the material. Here is the title in full. It is available. Hard copy is available on Amazon.com. And the electronic copy, you can send me an email if you're interested. So, folks, that's the end of part A of lesson 1. Au revoir. Notice that I have put re. I have highlighted it. Well, here's another lesson for you today. Every word, or most of the words, have got a logic in them that would help you to figure out what it means. So, revoir, re means again, as in repeat in English, meaning do it again. And voir means to see. Therefore, au revoir means see again or see you again. Or, as Arnold would say, hasta la vista.